Hi everyone! So I'm just kind of giving my input on Inuyasha the final act. I watched Inuyasha, the original series, on Adult Swim. It started when I was 11. 11! Only because I kind of stayed up a little bit later than I should have. It's a wonderful thing. It's been a wonderful journey. I'm 21 now, about to turn 22, and I'm a lifelong fan. I mean, I've practically half my life I've been watching Inuyasha. So, what I kind of have is, I want to say one thing: stop bashing the new voice actor and actress. Actually, after the 5th episode, you know, the first episode I was like, oh my gosh, they really did, but by the 5th episode, I didn't even care. They sound very similar after the 5th episode, and you kind of just let it absorb who, you know, because actually they did really good with picking voices that are similarly annoying. For Kagome. I always thought her voice was annoying. Inuyasha! Inuyasha! Yes, that is 90%. And what, Sesshomaru, I was kind of nervous because David, don't you like my dog? Because David, Kai, excuse me, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. When he was replaced by, I believe, Michael Dangerfield or something like that. They actually sound relatively similar. You know, it's not horrible, but still. With all the bashing, I was expecting some girl with like a deep voice or some crazy stuff like that, and a guy with a high-pitched, you know, like how people were bashing him. And so I just, you know, now I'm like, what was all the fuss about? Because I watched the entire first half, and I am honestly very thrilled with it. I'm so happy I bought it, being an Inuyasha fan. I don't even have the original Inuyasha series. I'm kind of going backwards. I plan to get it because now they're cheap enough to the point where I'm not paying 50 bucks for a set. Now I'm paying 15, you know, each season, which, 8 seasons? Yeah. Anyway, so I was really happy, and I don't know. I really enjoyed that I bought it, and I really wish that people would stop bashing on those actors, the actor and actress. I mean, really, get over it. I mean, they did the best they could, especially considering Monika's story retired. She's not even in voice acting. She's not even available to call in, you know, nothing you can do about it. And I believe David was across the country working on another, you know, something, working on another project, I believe, so. I mean, really, there's nothing they could have done unless they wanted to wait, you know, for Monika to come back into voice acting. But quite frankly, her voice isn't that unique. I mean, almost anyone could probably, you know, with a good voice acting skill, could probably copy that voice. I mean, Kira, I believe she does very well. Especially considering all you hear is, Inuyasha! And the Shikan Jewel Shard! That's all you hear. That's all you hear. Even in the original Inuyasha, I mean, seriously, have a drinking contest. See, you know, either one of those two things. Drink every time she says them, you will be dead drunk by the end of the probably first episode that you ever watch. You will. I won't even lie. That's the only thing I probably hated about Inuyasha, was the repetitiveness and how they always had to say their attacks. It's almost 200 episodes. Come on. You don't need to say, we know what they are. We know. But that's probably my only big complaint, is the repetitive nature of the script. And now it just kind of keeps on coming. But no, I'm actually very, very satisfied. Like I've said 3 times now with the final act. I just like how they're kind of wrapping everything up, because trust me, I was madder than, you know, a hornet's nest being swat at by, you know, anyway, I was mad. They ended that first part so, I was so mad. Because, you know, I wasn't expecting it at all. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, one episode they're gonna kill Naraku and do all this stuff in one episode? No. No, got my hopes up, but what do you do? And so I'm really happy they're wrapping it up. And yes, I know how it ends. I watched the Japanese version, and I am thrilled. I am thrilled to get the second part of the final act. Thrilled. Just because my husband is now kind of into it, and he's always been the one like, oh, I didn't like Inuyasha. It was always girly and whatnot. It's like, oh, sure, so ripping into people's skin is girly. Okay, glad to know. Awesome. But no, I do understand his point of view. It is kind of overly romantic and whatnot, but I love it. I mean, you know, gotta have some of the girl aspects to it. It is written by a woman, so, I mean, kind of gotta count for a little bit of romance in there. Not that all women only write romance, but, you know, it's kind of one of those things that they tend to write in for their fans that are other women and girls and so on and so forth, females, and men who like romance as well. So, but anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about the final act. If you have any questions or want me to kind of elaborate on a certain part, please, you know, down here, comment, like, rate, you know, message, it don't matter. But yeah, and if you have any animes in mind that you want me to kind of talk about, that'd be cool too. Anyway, hope to hear from you guys down there. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!